Assalamu alaikum. This is Sayyid Zulkarnain Haider, and I am going to present the topic of lack of education in Pakistan. So, moving to the next slide. A world where people have low levels of general knowledge of the basic things they will urgently need in their daily lives. For example, this could include basic information in calculating, writing, spelling, etc. Particularly in poor developing countries, educational inequality in rife common. Lack of education can have serious consequences. In this video, the causes, effects, and solutions to the lack of education are explored further. In Pakistan, the lack of education means Pakistan moved from the agriculture economy to one that is oriented towards industry and services. The country spends a large part of its budget on national security and loans repayments, leaving small amounts of investment in infrastructure and social services such as health and education. Key barriers to education include number one, lack of teachers and shortages, number two, insecurity, number three, natural disasters, and number four, that is most important, weak school management. These barriers must be intervened. For example, social mobility and engagement. Second is enrollment drives. Third is teacher training and support. And fourth is data collection, management, and analysis. Lack of education can be overcome by these barriers and intervention in these barriers. Weakness is in the education system creates social polarization and frustration amongst the nation. Coming to some of the facts, at present Pakistan is the throes of an educational crisis. Of the 1,27,000 public run schools, 10.9% lack education adequate infrastructure, 33.9% have no water, and 59.6% have no electricity. This results in greater reliance on private sector to provide educational opportunities. However, only a fraction of all private schools receive low income students. As a result, a large percentage of people who cannot afford private institutions are in fact left without access to education. Although the demand for education is strong, the public sector has failed to deliver due to mismanagement, deception, insecurity, natural disasters, and dismissal by the teachers. Because of this, there is a shortage of safe, accessible, and affordable schools, especially for the poor. According to Pakistan National Bureau of EFA 2015, Pakistan only 66.8% of enrolled children will remain until grade 5 and 33.2% will drop before completing primary education altogether. In response to Pakistan's educational crisis, the EAC has formed relations with the British Council, the Citizens Foundation, and the UNHCR through a variety of programs. These projects will train volunteers to support parent education vehicles and facilitate the enrollment and retention of at risk children, to train teachers and create a plan to motivate those who benefit, ensure safe learning environments, and enhanced data analysis to promote better learning outcomes. Some of the causes and effects of lack of education. Causes include poverty, homelessness, parenting, substance abuse, bad company, laziness, cultural factors, religion, conflicts, natural disasters, insufficient social aid, insufficient educational infrastructure, teachers' gaps, low qualification level of teacher, lack of learning material, gender discrimination, and some of the disabilities. Effects of educational inequality include poverty, unemployment, drugs, homelessness, illegal activities, jail, social isolation, low salary, bad working condition, insufficient health, insurance, dependence, radicalization, poor housing condition. Who is responsible for the downfall of education in Pakistan? In Pakistan, education means a lifetime of training. The primary purpose of education is to grow three times physical, mental, and moral man. We find a decrease in the level of education. There are various causes of this problem. Everyone is responsible for the same amount: the government, the teachers, parents, and the students. The government has ignored the problems. Transitioning governments in the country have failed to assess the real causes of the decline in education. The management of the education is slow, corrupted, and affected the community of the disabled. No checks the correct functioning of educational institutions. Accountability is lacking at all levels. Parents are responsible for this. Home plays a very important role in creating thinking and personality of children and youth. In fact, the mother's thigh is the child's first school. Parents teach their children be allowed to do as they wish. The lack of proper parenting is a major cause of misconduct. Parents do not have a strict youth. Teachers. Coming to teachers, teachers in general are a product of our public wastelands. Primary schools are the children's resource of the nation, but our primary school teachers are greatly reduced and underpaid. How can we grow a good crop? At the college and university level, there are few dedicated teachers. Average teacher and taken classes arrived late and left in the classes ahead of time. Heads are useless for political appointments. A major responsibility of this illness falls into the general community of leaders, readers. Ignorance, irreverent, and misconduct typical pretentious. The government is asleep and inactive, not accessible but simple degrees of false papers. The purpose of education is to them. P is fundamental for learning. The test has been tested by false positives and infidelity rather than being found competent. How can we solve educational problems? Address the needs of low achievers. Educators must try harder to reduce the number of students who are getting low result on long-term trajectories. If we identify these students at an early age, we can provide additional training to help them improve the results. We can reduce the number of students in the classroom. Only a smaller class can enable an active role for the student and improve the level of individual attention they get from the teacher. Set some limits. We don't have to see education as opposed to entertainment. However, we have to make the students aware of the purpose of technology and games in the classroom. It's all about learning. Make internships a volunteer part of education. When students graduate, a volunteering activity can make a great difference during the hiring process. In addition, these experiences help them develop into complete persons. If the students start getting credits for volunteering and internships, they will be willing to make the effort. Stop expecting parents to act like teachers at home. The parent should definitely support their child throughout the schooling process. However, we must not turn this into a mandatory role. The teachers should stop assigning homework that demands parental assistance. Some of the eliminating standardized exam. This is a radical suggestion. However, standardized exam are a big problem. We want the student to learn at their own pace. We are personalizing the process of education. Then why do we expect them to compete with each other and meet the same standards as everyone else? The teacher should be the one responsible of grading. Provide better training for the teachers. If we want all students to receive high quality education based on the standards of the system, we have to prepare the teachers first. They need more training, preparation, and even tests that prove they can teach today's generation of students. More internships, more realistic education. Practical education, that's a challenge we still haven't met. We have to go more practical. The evolution of the educational system is an important process. Currently, we have a system that's more suitable to the needs of generation when compared to the traditional system. However, it's still not perfect. The evolution never stops. Thank you so much.